Well, discussions about how research, development and innovation can be harnessed to build a robust South African economy will feature high on the agenda of a conference of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. The conference will also serve as a milestone for the CSIR, 77 years since it was first established. Well, the gathering will bring together scientists, academics, industry leaders and members of the public. And the CEO of the CSIR, Thulani Dlamini, joins us now for more of what they'll be discussing. Thulani, thank you for your time and good morning to you. This sounds very exciting and insightful. I mean, take me through the importance of such a conversation in our country in as far as gathering experts is concerned.
Now, good morning, Pamela, and thank you for the opportunity to share with you about the CSIR conference, which is starting tomorrow. So this is the 8th installment of our conference, which we hold every 2 years. The conference runs over 2 days. As I said, starting from tomorrow, and we bring together scientific experts from industry, academia, and other science councils. We're expecting about 1,800 delegates to participate in the conference, and there will be over 115 presentations that will be delivered by speakers from the CSIR, but also from the broader national system of innovation within South Africa on various topics. I think the issues that we'll cover during the conference will talk to issues of what do we need to do to modernize the South African economy, particularly looking at the sectors which have perhaps the most potential in terms of job creation and contributing towards economic growth, such as mining, agriculture, as well as manufacturing. We'll talk to issues around innovations in precision medicine, the circular economy, the work that we are doing as a CSR to support the creation of a capable state. And then there will be other side events as well that we've organized as part of the conference. We'll be launching the CSR alumni program, the Samerdi initiative will be launching their research centers, and other related programs will be running as parallel events to the conference.
Yeah. Thulani, with that being said, I mean, you can't talk scientific research without talking about information. You can't separate the two. Do you see a sense that this conference can play a role, particularly when it comes to fake news peddled, information that's not scientifically backed, fear-mongering that we sometimes see on social media? Will this conference actually bring experts together who say, listen, we're from academics, we actually do research for a living, and we can actually bring facts to the table as opposed to just opinions?
Most definitely. I think scientists, in a way, have a responsibility to educate and to inform in terms of sharing the results of the work that we do. So in conference like this, created a very good platform to share knowledge, to network, to identify areas of collaboration. It's a free conference, as I said, and members of the public are encouraged and welcome to attend this conference so that they can get to see the work that the CSR is doing in other research institutions and academic institutions in South Africa are doing. In a way, again, perhaps to bridge the gap in terms of what scientists do in the labs and what the general public experiences. I think the issue of fake news that you spoke about is indeed a matter that we need to address. There will be topics that speak to this in the conference. And I think we will be sharing, some of the results of the work that we are doing in this regard.
Right. You mentioned earlier on that this is, of course, will be used. The development and innovation that is shared and discussed there will be used to harness and build a robust South African economy. When we talk about innovation, let's talk about that importance as well. And we've seen how, we do need technology, we do need science, we do need the contribution of a digital backed research and information. How important is it, particularly for our economy right now? From where we are, how important is that discussion as far as innovation is concerned?
I think it couldn't be more important today, perhaps, to Melo. I think one of the things that we've learned from COVID is that we need to take this idea of localization quite seriously in South Africa. Maybe just to take a step back, the theme for this conference is harnessing research, development, and innovation for a robust South African economy. And we chose this theme very carefully because in a way, It reflects the key strategic issues that we assist with as the CSIR, and where we are directing most of our efforts to contribute to industrial development in South Africa. In our view, long-term sustainable economic growth has to be underpinned by a strong culture of innovation and capability development. I think this model or this approach has been proven over and over again in other parts of the world. South Africa is no exception. I think as a CSIR, we are playing our role in this regard, but feel that there is a lot more that still needs to be done. I think issues of research, development, and innovation need to be at the center of the discourse about economic development in South Africa. And unfortunately, perhaps we have not paid enough attention to this. I think the document that has been put together by the Department of Science and Innovation called the Decadal Plan, I think tries to move us in this direction. And I think one believes that if we implement what sits within this document, I think we'll start to see a change in terms of our approach to economic development and ensuring that we underpin this with a very strong basis of innovation and capability development.
Well, I appreciate you speaking to us. Thulani Dlamini, CEO of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, kickstarting, of course, their conference under the theme, How Research, Development and Innovation Can Be Harnessed.